Welcome back. It is the Country Viewpoint Market Day edition, and it's time to get our wool report in for the week. And we are speaking with Andrew Partridge from Michell Wool. Andrew, good to be with you again. How are you and how's your week been?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Personally, Ellis, I can't speak much for the wool market, unfortunately. A bit of a bloodbath this week. We had some pretty major discounts.
Yeah, I was trying to ease into it there, Andrew, but nevertheless, not the greatest week for the markets. Why is buyer sentiment so low right now? We've seen yet another decline.
Yeah, the old cuppa runneth over. I think it is the simplest explanation, Ellis. It's a bit of a phenomenon, obviously. The wool market, it's not. It has a lot of ownership, so when wool's sold at the first level to the grower level, wool can change hands, numerous times before it ends up in a garment on the shelf. Now, I haven't seen jumpers, worldwide, price of woolen products go down, but certainly this first cost there at the auction level, it's dropped a couple of weeks now, and this week was probably the worst we've seen in a little while. Passing rate, AWEX are saying this week is one of the highest passing rates we've had since 2021. We had an average passing rate in the auction of 27%. The EMI dropped 49 cents to 1,214. We saw the 17, the final indicators, 18 microns and finer, dropping 100 cents in the southern states. So, look, it's just a lack. It's just a lack of demand. It's simple, right? At this point of time, mills and that are looking at their bottom lines and seeing what they can sell, and they can't buy what they can't sell. So, unfortunately, we've seen a lot of limited bidding and demand dropping off this week.
Some fairly heavy losses for skirtings as well, which followed a similar pattern to the fleece. We're talking about a loss of between 40 and 60 cents there, Andrew.
Yes, mate. Yeah, no, that's right. And we're looking at, obviously not a good visual, but on the radio, the merino carding indicator, it's just doing like a straight drop to the ground, and it's sitting at sort of 760 cents. And only probably 4 or 5 months ago, it was at 900. So it's a massive percentage drop. Luckily, that's only a small part of wool growers' wool clips. But nevertheless, we just got to really sit this one out. Unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be an immediate turn. But what we get with particularly the Chinese, everyone starts looking for a bottom and wondering when the bottom's going to occur. So at some stage, what will happen is this market will overcorrect. People will sit out for too long, wondering where the bottom is, and when it eventually does find its bottom, it'll actually jump up quite a bit, and it usually recovers about 30% of its drop from its initial drop. So when that occurs, mate, your guess is as good as mine.
You can only give an opinion on this, but I just wonder, as far as the lack of buying sentiment goes, is there something to do with that in all that we're seeing at the moment, as far as media coverage goes, quite generally, with really fleshing out the cost of living, issues that people are facing, and the fact that there's all these things going on which might just want to make people, keep their wallets in their pockets right now?
It is, yeah. We must realise, as wool growers and wool sellers, wool is wool garments, particularly for merino wool, it's a discretionary spend, isn't it? So we need food, we need power, we need to live our general lives. It's a cold, hard light of day. The first thing we can do with that is woolly jumpers and different garments, aren't we? We don't go out buying clothes unless it's absolutely necessary. So, that's the unfortunate piece of it. And there is a lack of confidence out there. But I will say, and one of the positive notes I've had to read in the last 24 hours or so, if anyone gets hold of the AWI weekly wool report, they're stating it actually apparel sales, so general apparel sales, not wool, in some major economies like America and so forth, even China, their apparel sales are actually starting to trend up. So there is some, we just got a distance of time, unfortunately, until that filters right through. The general apparel sales throughout the world are improving back to near even pre-COVID levels. So we've got something to look forward to, but unfortunately, I'm looking at a window of 3 to 6 months maybe before we see some more robust demand coming in.
Yeah, we certainly hope that correction comes in soon. Andrew Partridge from Michell Wool, we'll leave it there. We'll speak to you next week. All the best to you, and thanks so much for your time.
Cheers.